We have to watch this, bitches? I think so.
Yeah.
There's a new series on Netflix called Dirty Money. It's a documentary series about corporate greed. And the first episode is about the Volkswagen diesel engine.
I've heard of that. Yes, I've heard about this show in that episode.
Yes, and even if you've heard about it, it was a big story in the news before this show came out. You have to watch at least the first episode of it. I've only watched the first episode so far. It's outstanding. It's about an hour and change. But it's just, man, these guys really wanted to sell cars. And they just did not care.
They did not give a flop.
They did not give a flying fuck.
No.
Even about like the optics of gassing, of Germans gassing people. For testing. You got to watch it. It's just, it's amazing. And every episode is about something totally different. It's not all about the Volkswagen thing. So I know one is about some drug cartel. One is about Trump. One is about, I don't know, there's like 10 of them. Check it out. It's called it's called Dirty Money. And it's
that's
by
the next show.
Right. It's by Alex Gibney, who is an Oscar-winning director.
Cool.
The next show is Altered Carbon, which I know Shipwreck has read the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt that you've watched any of it, right?
I've had brunch with the author.
Really?
Yeah, he was the writer of Crisis 2, I think. I remember I got flown out to New York for the Crisis junket at some point.
Vaguely.
And we had brunch with him.
That was money well spent, by the way, flying you out there for that junket.
I talked about Crisis. I'm still bringing it up like 5 years later. So they got their money's worth.
I take it all back. Yes. So
I'm trying to remember what that game was.
Crisis 2?
Yeah.
Crisis 2, the guy with the big black sinewy suit.
I mean, I could see it in my head. And
it wasn't the one that was on the beach, I don't think.
No, that's Far Cry.
No. They had a beach one.
So did Far Cry.
I know.
Crisis 2 was the one where you were.
Well, it's all in the Cry
City.
engine.
Yes, that was the city one.
Was all like apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Isn't that Prototype?
That I think they've made a few apocalyptic New York City ones.
Prototype is the one with a hoodie, right?
No, that's that's the other one with the Native American guy.
No. Prototype is the one where you jump from building to building, right? And you have
Prototype
the hoodie.
is the tendrils stuff.
Yeah, he had a hoodie.
Yeah.
But there's also the same game that came out the PlayStation exclusive
With the hoodie?
Infamous.
Oh, no. Oh. Anyway, Altered Carbon. We're talking about Altered Carbon.
Spider-Man, they've also had games with him in New York City. Where are we going with this one?
Who knows?
We're not going in. I don't know.
Altered Carbon.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The Division.
I think it's real. I haven't read the book, so I don't know anything about the books or how it differs from the series. But Miss GB and I are really very impressed with it. She gets a little confused. It can be pretty confusing, but the production on it is just unbelievable. I mean, it looks like a movie. Some of the scenes, it just looks like it cost a lot of money. It looks like a AAA movie. They got flying cars, Blade Runner vibe. It's really well done. I think anybody who likes sci-fi has got to check out Altered Carbon on Netflix. Wombat. How come you never watch anything that I tell you to watch?
How come you don't watch anything I tell you to watch?
I do. Well, because come on. Look, my stuff is a lot more like in our wheelhouse. You tell me to watch
on Netflix this week. I watched Fred Armisen's new stand-up special.
I would watch that. Okay, I would watch that.
It's really good, actually. I'm not even a huge Fred Armisen fan. I mean, I've watched Portlandia, but I'm not, like, oh, he's the best. But I really enjoyed his stand-up special more than I thought I would. I highly recommend it. It's interesting. I don't know if that's like how you want to describe a stand-up special, but it's really interesting. In addition to being, fun to watch.
Is it family friendly by any chance?
It's not family friendly. I'm trying to think. I don't think he
He's not talking about boners or anything like that.
No, it's not like the Chris Rock special that came out this week, which I'm almost through. I'm like 90% done with that one.
Is that good?
It's good. It's good. It's not bad. It's not his best, but it's also far from bad.
Okay.
So I watched that this week, and I watched the George Clooney episode of the David Letterman show.
Nice. You're very busy.
Well, I watch it on the train. I could download it and watch it.
Right.
So
Do not watch Altered Carbon on the train.
No, I actually liked I thought the George Clooney interview was more interesting than the Barack Obama interview that David Letterman did also for that series. The Barack Obama one felt a little He didn't really ask him much, and it just wasn't as there's a lot going on in George Clooney's world, like how he got to where he is and what he has now and what he's doing now that's very interesting, and things you may not know, like all his charity work and and all that kind of fun stuff, and how he basically accidentally made $1 billion, that kind of stuff.
Is that from the tequila or something?
From the tequila, yeah, the tequila thing. They talk about that. Like, oh, we should make a tequila. Yeah, let's have our friends drink it. Yeah, hey, someone wants to buy it. All right, I'm a billionaire now.
Right.
Yeah, because that's a nice way to live your life.
I saw his face on a truck, so that's why I made a guess.
Yeah.
What are those, like an hour each one?
Yeah, that's only an hour.
How come he's only interviewing these liberal guys? How come? Where's Chris Kid Rock?
There's I don't know.
Howard Stern is going to be next.
Yeah, is he? Oh, cool.
I was just kidding. I don't want him to interview any.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care who he interviews. I still haven't watched any of them. At Darwin Loves Devo writes in and asks, Black Panther movie plans, guys? Wamba, you got your tickets already, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to. I was going to say tomorrow. Well, for people listening to this, I'm going tomorrow, Saturday in the afternoon, right before we go to Cork and Kerry.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And he also says, Shipwreck reboot of DC Supergirls is coming in 2019 by competent animators, Lauren Faust.
Okay. She does the My Little Pony stuff.
Competent.
Yeah. No, that's
the New York Times says competent about My Little Ponies.
I was fine with the current DC Supergirl stuff because Emmeline enjoys it. Not as much as she enjoys the Lego Batman movies that she's watched 1 million times, but
yeah, I bet those are good.
The Lego Batman, they're cute.
Mm-hmm.